Hello everyone and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla with Longclaw Valerian Steel, where we always deliver. I'm in Grantbridgeshire helping the Danish Jarl Soma and her group of Vikings take back the city of Grantbridge from the Saxon lords who've driven her out. And although we did achieve victory, she has asked me to track down the traitor within her ranks who let the Saxons into the city in the first place. I'm spending time with each of her generals to figure out which one is the rat in the kitchen. My first port of call is to meet up with Garland and help him raid the villages that are loyal to the Saxon lord we drove out of Grantbridge. He talks freely about his visions, but he will never look me in the eye. To me it seems there's a lot that Garland is not discussing, and I wonder, could he be the traitor in Soma's ranks? Next I join up with Leif, a loyal general who has worked side by side with Soma for years. He tells me they first sailed to England together and that he was raised in the same clan. He watched her take the position of Jarl, and although he coveted the position himself, he explains that he believes in her and follows her leadership. I judge him a man I could trust, and we raid the city of Walden together, and I assassinate the priest loyal to Wigmund. This is a heavy blow against the Saxon army, and I'm proud to fight side by side with Leif as I do it. But I wonder, am I right to trust this man? Could he be the traitor in Soma's ranks? Finally, I must link up with Birna, a proud female warrior who has been fighting alongside Soma since she arrived in England. I judge no hostility from her. She speaks openly about her love and affection for Soma. I ask her if this love is reciprocated, and she says that she does not know, but she will fight beside her until her death. We raid together, and as I take out the guards, my mind starts to wander, and I think about the three encounters, the three loyal servants. Which one of them is the traitor in the ranks? Each of them seem loyal to their word and true to Soma's cause. There can be no misstep here. My judgment must be true. Soma will act on my word, so I must make sure that I make the right decision. We clean out the village and remove all the wealth and deliver another heavy blow to Wigmund, and now there's nothing left for me to do but to report back to Soma in Grantbridge and tell her what I've learned. I arrive back in Grantbridge to discover that Soma has taken one of Wigmund's generals hostage. She leaves instructions for us to question him to try to discover Wigmund's whereabouts. He stays loyal to his man at first and gives little away, throwing insults and praising his god. But some hard words from me, and under the threat of violence he gives up the location of his master. While we're discussing this information, Garland takes action, all on his own, and puts a blade in his belly. Something about this man does not add up. That was a bold move, a rash decision, totally unnecessary. I head inside the longhouse to report to Soma and tell her what I have learned from her generals. I tell her of Garland's visions, how he saw himself on a mountaintop, of how he longs to see the truth of his vision transpire. I speak of Leif, how he covets her position. He sees himself as a leader. And then I talk of Birna and her love and affection. And Soma is not surprised. I tell her that Garland is her traitor, and she calls the three of the leaders to her at once. All three of her leaders tense as she takes hold of her sword. There can be no misstep. Treachery must be banded out. Garland squeals at her accusation. He whispers of visions, and prophecies. But Soma is resolved, and the knife slices through his throat. It's time for us to move on. Finally, we can be united, she says. Thanks for watching this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel before you leave. Please share this content with all your friends. Check out the Cyberpunk 2077 and GTA Online stories on my channel now.